Hi, I know it's been a while since I made a video, yeah, but I've got a good one for you here today because we're not at the gym. We're not back home. We are in San Diego. It is the 29th. You know what day it is? Survivor Series. And that's where we are taking you today. We got John Cena's final PLE, final pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at this. John Cena's spinner belt. Had to pick it up. Just had to. Yeah, we just got back from the gym. We're going to leave, catch the train or the tram in like an hour or two. But just want to kind of intro the video, show you guys. I'll show you guys what I got at the end when we're back home. But yeah, I've never even watched Wargames. I don't really know how the match works. Any wrestling fans, if you guys know, cool. But tonight is the women's Wargames match. Men's, I'm so hyped to see Brock Lesnar. It's gonna be crazy. And then we got John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio, and then Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella. But it's supposed to be a really good night, so see how it goes. Show you guys when we're at the stadium. Alright, we're getting ready to leave, but gotta check the fit. Yeah, the John Cena belt. Are you ready? Had to have the shirt. I don't know if you can hear, but we're finally in the seats. Look, let me show you how close we're sitting.
We couldn't be more grateful.
Got the ring right there.
Tonight at Survivor Series, it's the rematch. Cena against Dirty Dog for the IC title.
Right.
First of all, I love Dominic Mysterio. Being a child of the business and making such an
It is
impact
super loud. I'm telling my mic so you can't hear. Sorry.
Oh, it's the best.
I'll do something about it.
They are going to...
flashy by the way that he thinks. Not clothing lines, ice links, leather and minks. I spent 20 plus years seeking knowledge itself. So for now, Mark Breck is living life for wealth. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
Intercontinental Championship! Introducing first, the challenger, representing the Judgment Day, from San Diego, Stereo! And his opponent, he is the greatest of all time, the Never Seen 17, celebrating with each and every one of you here tonight in San Diego, one final time, the last real champion, John Cena!
back home from San Diego. Not gonna lie, it has been 3 days since the show. Yeah, Sunday was super hectic. I'll get in that in a little bit. And then yesterday, just trying to adjust to being back to normal life. It's a little bit rough. So finally doing the outro for the video. So Sunday, what had happened on Sunday? So we woke up. We had a Rhea Ripley meet and greet at 10 a.m. And then all the way back in our hometown, Rikishi is gonna be here with his son Tomiko, and that ended at 5. So we had, what's that, a 7-hour window to drive from San Diego to where we live, which it initially was supposed to be a 3-hour drive. It ended up being 5 hours. So yeah, we had the Rhea Ripley meet and greet. We lined up at 7:30. Ended up being in the wrong line. We were supposed to be one door over from where we were standing, so we ended up at the back of the line. But I finessed my way through the system. There was like a line for the meet and greets and then a line for the superstore. The superstore is connected to the meet and greet area, so and they were letting people in for the store 30 minutes before the meet and greets. Went to the superstore line, finessed my way through the back, ended up at the very front. We were like the first 10 people to meet Rhea. Well, I wasn't. My girlfriend, it was a meet and greet for my girlfriend, so I let her have her picture since I got mine with John Cena. Yeah, forgot to tell you guys, I met John Cena. Crazy. But, so anyways, yeah, we were one of the first people in line, and then ended up being a 5-hour drive back to town, which, no lie, as we get there, we walk up to Rikishi's booth, and one of my friends, he was helping Rikishi out, and I walk up to him because I see him like moving the like backdrop. He's like, bro, they're literally packing up right now. If you're gonna talk to him, go talk to him. So went up, said what's up, got my picture, I ordered. I started collecting trading cards, and so I got the Hall of Fame Panini card signed by him. And then I had told him that we had driven over from San Diego and literally barely made it in time to meet him. So he threw in a signed 8x10 of our choice for free. So shout out to Rikishi, great guy. Shout out to his son Tomiko, he was really cool. Yeah, so, and at that the collectors convention that they were at, also met the real Jason Voorhees from Freddy vs. Jason. Also played Michael Myers in Halloween Kills. And if you remember the Jack Link's, the Sasquatch that was in the Jack Link's commercials, that dude. I met him, got his signed mask, which, crazy, if you guys don't know, I love horror. So that's like one of my prized possessions now. So yeah, that was Sunday. And then for Survivor Series itself, my thoughts on it, honestly, I don't think it was as bad as like people online are saying. I know the internet wrestling fans, they complain about everything. They're never happy. So I take anything they say with a grain of salt. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. The one thing I do agree with is the men's Wargames match was a little disappointing, just with the ending and everything. And having Brock Lesnar in that match, I imagined like they were just gonna wreak havoc. Wasn't like that, but nonetheless enjoyable. Third time seeing John Cena this year. Cena for the final time, which very sad, but very happy and grateful that I got to meet him this time, even though the security guards were being dickheads. I had bought a Royal Rumble 2008 DVD, the year when he had the crazy pec tear, came back, surprised everyone, won the Rumble. Yeah, I had that, and I had it tucked into my belt so that they didn't see it, and I wanted him to sign it. And because he was signing a bunch of other stuff, like literally everybody in front of us got signatures. Before I even walked up, the worker looked, and he was like, "You got to put that Sharpie away." So I didn't get it signed. Who knows if I'll ever. I'm sure he'll have autograph signings, meet and greets at like WrestleMania. So we'll see if I get another chance for that. But yeah, the show itself, I think it wasn't the best pay-per-view, but it was solid. I really enjoyed the women's match. Fire. John Cena and Dom. Even though like leading up, I still don't really think that that match should have been with Dom. I don't think that. I love Dom, but I don't think that rematch was necessary. I personally would have rather had The Miz be the one to interrupt John that after he won the title, cut his promo about, oh, I have so much history with John Cena, I deserve a match with him, and then like go on about how he made the IC title relevant. I had this whole idea. I feel like it should have been The Miz, but regardless, enjoyable match. It was cool to see Liv come back. Seen Judgment Day jump in. Stephanie versus Nikki Bella. It was a good match. It wasn't anything special, but it wasn't a bad match at all. So yeah, that was the show. Getting out wasn't too bad. Ran into the green shirt guy as he was leaving. I feel kind of bad because that dude looked flustered because he was trying to figure out how to get out of there. But I got a picture with him, so he was pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, let me show you guys everything that I got. Majority of this stuff I got at the Collectors Convention, but we'll start with Survivor Series stuff. As I showed you earlier, John Cena spinner belt from this one's specific to Survivor Series, so designed after Padres. Has the last time is now on the back, and these belts are numbered. And I got number 75 out of 225, which is crazy. I got under the first 100, so that's pretty cool. And then here is the picture with John Cena. Bro, I knew he was big. I did not know he was that big. Like, I've met a lot of, like, I met a few wrestlers. I met a lot of, like, bodybuilders, fitness influencers, all that. I don't get flustered too often, or, like, I don't stumble over my words when I talk to him. But with John Cena, I kid you not, just the sheer mass of him, as soon as we walked up, the only thing I could get out was saying, this is fucking crazy. And that is the only thing I said to him the whole interaction. It was crazy. But, and then, yeah, so got the John Cena picture. Since we sat on the floor, we got these, oh, you can't really see it, but the Survivor Series logo on these, like, wristbands that we had. And then had to get the Wargames bag. These bags are sick. I think at every PLE we go to, we're just going to collect those bags. We have the WrestleMania one sitting up there too. And then, of course, had to get the Last Time Is Now tour t-shirt, but also, not on that side, San Diego, John Cena's final PLE. So it's all wrinkly because I wore it to the show. But the one thing I am mad at is at WrestleMania, I didn't know that he was making a different shirt for every appearance. So I didn't get the Vegas shirt. So still mad about that, but it's whatever. And then the last, I showed you the mask and the Rikishi stuff from the Collectors Convention. And then we just so happened to stumble across a Cody Rhodes signed 8x10 with the brown hair. I don't know if this was Indies or I'm pretty sure it was on, like, Ring of Honor, because he's wearing Bullet Club boots. But yeah, me and my girlfriend, Cody Rhodes is one of our favorites. Especially for me, I like independent wrestler Cody Rhodes. And at the event at Survivor Series, I was gonna buy the signed 8x10 of him, like the current version. That was, I think, like 50, 60 bucks. And then the one that we got was 45. So got a steal. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other news, I have the Wargames recap video on, or post on my Instagram, More Lifting, Less Simping. Yeah, it has everything. So if you want to see more of that experience, go check it out. And then moving forward, all wrestling content will be on a new Instagram that I made called Voice of the Indies. So what I'm going to be starting to do is doing interviews with independent wrestlers, local, not local, but independent wrestlers is the main goal, giving them a platform and a voice and letting you guys discover more wrestlers. There is so much talent on the independent scene. I made a post talking a little more in depth about plans for that account, but everything wrestling related as far as Instagram, social media goes will be over there. So check it out if you are a wrestling fan. Of course, when I go to these PLEs, I'm still posting the YouTube video for it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that had happened this past weekend. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't worry, more gym stuff will still be on YouTube. Gym stuff still on More Lifting Less Simping, so that's not going anywhere. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to support me directly, Uprising Wear Co., West Coast Nutra, Code Shred for both. It saves you 10% on each one. Unfortunately, I didn't get this video out before the Black Friday sale ended. I think it ended yesterday, so missed out on that. But still saves you 10% year-round on clothes and supplements. If you don't want to do that, just watching the videos, subscribing. Subscribing is the biggest thing. Helps me a lot, helps the channel a lot, and helps me give you guys more content. So if you want to support me, that's how you could do that. But I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.